Hello Scorpio, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your February mid-month check-in, so let's see what is coming in for you. Oh, the second half of the month, oh my goodness, too much. Lots happening. It does start with love, the choice, but I'm going to put it all back in again. Let's do take two. Let's try again. So let's see. So Scorpio, I'm excited to let you know that I am having a sale on tarot readings, 20% off. All readings in celebration of Valentine's Day next week. It is going to be an intense Valentine's Day. We have Mars conjunct Pluto, your planetary ruler, happening at the same time. So let's see. Still lots came out for you, but let's see. Ooh, nice. Six of Feathers, transition insight, transition period, temperance, have some patience, balance and harmony is coming. Ooh, and then we're moving into this beautiful Ace of Shells, happiness and abundance. Very lovely, like that turtle swimming in the ocean. This is the Ace of Cups. So they're saying be patient. This Ace of Cups is coming. The new feelings are coming. The sense of something birthing that can bring some happiness or fulfillment is coming, which is really lovely. But it just, the temperance energy is always like slow and steady and just very calm energy. But it requires a little bit of patience. It's alchemy at play. So alchemy at play as this beautiful Ace of Cups, which can be the birth of love, the birth of healing, the birth of happiness, the birth of joy is coming in. So just to acknowledge that you are in this transition period at this moment. This is where you're moving towards. It may not feel like you're in that right at this minute because they're saying you're transitioning, but they're saying it's coming, which is really lovely. Absolutely beautiful energy. So let's pull an affirmation card for you, Scorpio. We're doing things a bit differently just because we can. So let's say, I am at peace with my age. Okay, this is your affirmation card. Each age has its own special joys and experiences. I'm always the perfect age for where I am in life. So, you know, sometimes age feels like a transition. You know, I'm transitioning from one stage of life to another, or one age to another, or the sense of, yeah. But however the transition can play out, maybe I'm transitioning from one role to another, or a relationship to another, or a place, whatever it is. But it's this sense that the settling and finding the special joys and experiences, that will come after this transition. We've also got, I see clearly. I willingly forgive. Look at the beautiful rain coming out now. I willingly forgive. I breathe love into my vision, and I see with compassion and understanding. My clear insight is reflected in my outer sight. So, yeah, it feels like you've got this very beautiful, wise energy that's coming in with this Scorpio. So let's see. It feels like the clarity is coming, and it's just knowing that you're moving on from something now and moving towards something that can bring happiness and abundance, but also just, understanding that there's just a lot surrounding that and what that means and how to find peace with that. And peace in itself is finding the happiness and abundance within something that has occurred in your life that you're transitioning and moving on from, or a relationship or a person or a situation, even feelings, health issues. It can be anything really. So what is shifting and changing for Scorpio? Let's see what is coming in here, because I'm loving this beautiful turtle swimming in the water. What do we have? Pentacle 9, Saturn, Virgo. Interesting. This could be really great for your health, actually, Scorpio, if there's something that you're wanting to do, and even getting in water, swimming could be really good for you, quite literally, or any kind of water therapy in any shape or form, for whatever reason, is coming in. But the Saturn Virgo is where you are mastering something. You've been probably quite restrained and refined and had to maybe not, what's the word? Like there's a refinement that comes in with mastering something, and it does feel like it's like an efficiency that comes through with this. For some of you, it may have been that there's been issues around your health, but this is where you feel like perhaps you could be transitioning on from some of those, or moving, getting the results if you've been putting in a lot of hard work as well. That's something that can come through with this. So Pentacle 9 Saturn Virgo, interesting. Okay, let's see what else is coming through for you, Scorpio. Let's see what else is coming in for Scorpio. So I really find that this is a lot to do with mind-body connection that's coming through here, that it's like understanding, reaping the rewards for perhaps some discipline that you have applied to a section of your life that you've worked hard at. Perhaps you've restrained yourself or gone without in some way, but it's like you're receiving the freedom and the benefits from something that was potentially challenging or harder work. So the Five of Swords, okay, so we're looking at a conflict in your life that you are able to transition from. It may be something from the past, because it feels like the past is blocking you here, and it's a little bit clouded as to where to go now with it. But let's see, we'll pull all the cards. There seems like that. Ooh, look at, you turned up as the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. It seems like there is a real shift in the direction of this, or the focus of this. Here we have the Six of Swords again coming in, and Eight of Pentacles, which is a very Virgo-ish card, and getting down to work. Knight of Swords, Five of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Hermit. And we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, there's opportunities here to grow. Absolutely. There's a beautiful opportunity for growth, especially in the emotional realm when it comes to relationships. Also in the realm of work and career, if that's something that you're looking for as well. We see the main situation here, the Five of Swords. So this could have been a fight that you've had, or quarrel or disagreement, or even a divorce. That could be something that comes through with the Five of Swords. This is just conflict, and maybe it's inner conflict as well, but there's some kind of conflict around, which is why I'm glad that you've got the Six of Feathers, which is the Six of Swords, and you've also got it in your hopes and fears. So whatever it is that you're wanting to move on from with this, I'm seeing it happen here, which is really lovely. It is crossed by the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is somebody from the past, or old emotions that are coming in. There may be some memories that have been coming up of late, or yeah, it may be that this conflict is pushing you out of emotional harmony a little bit, or did do that in the past. So it really feels like there's an old energy here, an old emotional connection that is, or an old memory that is blocking you in some way from moving on from this conflict. But in your conscious mind, we've got the Seven of Cups, and it sort of feels like with this Pentacle 9 that you've had to take the higher ground in some way. This is the path of integrity, the path of mastering some animal instincts, as opposed to being very reactive. So it's kind of interesting. It's where you can maintain a dignified position or silence, if that's even the case, as opposed to falling in the trap or going down the path of falling back into some sort of old pattern, or somebody dragging you back into this old energy. That's what it feels like. There's kind of this sense of some of these old things are coming up as memories, that some old conflict is coming up. And it almost feels like either the memory or the person, or there's an energy that just wants to pull you back into the past. And it's like, I don't really want to do that. So it could feel a little bit clouded with the Seven of Cups. Like, okay, I do like a bit of reevaluation that's coming in. What are my options? How can I move? How can I transition on from this? It feels, I can't necessarily, it just feels clouded. There's things around it that are clouded. So, and the vision might still be forming. It still might be that there's still more to this story that is playing out. So here you are, the Seven of Wands, this sense of maintaining a position, a dignified position, or just a position where you're getting yourself in a better position. And it may have to be that you had to defend yourself, or put some walls up, or some barriers up, or block this person, even block their number, ghost them, unfriend them, unfollow them, whatever it is, change your number. Whatever this Seven of Wands is, it's kind of like, don't come near me. It's this is my space and I'm working this out, and don't try and come back and pull me back down. I've worked really hard to get myself into this better position, to be feeling so much better and stronger about everything. And so don't try and drag me back down. That's what it feels like. So the recent past, we've got the Three of Pentacles. It feels like things have been potentially chugging along quite well with this energy, in terms of just feeling this is a card of self-worth and value. And it could just be the people that, there's certain people that you've been around that there's been some nice energy exchanges with. Perhaps you're learning to master some kind of skill or ability that comes through with this again. It's this refinement process that has come through. So the Three of Pentacles could have been quite a productive time, or you're getting things done, or you're having some, very productive meetings or conversations with people. That can come through with the Three of Pentacles. So it sort of feels like a nice energy for me in the near future. So it feels like it's like there's been some positive shifts and changes moving forward, and then there's this old energy wanting to drag you back, and you're like, no. I've made progress here, and it's through a whole heap of hard work. I deserve this because I've mastered some things in terms of restraint, I guess. And so we have in the near future the Eight of Wands. This is very clear and direct communication. So we go from the 7 to the 8, which is whatever this 7 of Wands is warding off, or saying, back off, or give me space to, or defending. This 8 of Wands is really a sense of you getting that message across loud and clear. And also it represents focus, like a shift of energy that comes in. There's once you kind of transition on from this old energy, this old conflict that seems to have raised its ugly head again, it's a sense that, and refound your balance and harmony again, your happy place within that, and gone, yeah, thank God that's gone away again. It's an opportunity to plant a new seed for growth, a tangible new seed. No, I'm not going back there again. So it could be around relationships, but it could also be around living situations. It could be around health. It could be around work situations. The Eight of Wands is saying there's a very clear focus coming in, and there's a real shift of energy that comes through that is more of a thoughtful energy about moving forward, making the necessary adjustments and reevaluations in terms of bringing growth into your world, which actually feels like a much more positive, forward focused energy. You're presenting as the Ace of Cups. I'm actually really loving this for you because it's the Ace of Water. It's the start of something new inside of you, inside of how you're feeling, inside of a healing cycle. Could be just releasing some of those emotions that needed to release as well. But yeah, this is the birth of love, joy, happiness, healing, and new feelings. So that's something that's coming through. The energy surrounding you is this Queen of Wands. So it does feel like there's opportunities around you, and you might be attracting things or people towards you. And the words I'm getting is to have a very strong filter with that, because some of them are going to be great and some of them will be like, no, that doesn't feel right. So it's sort of this filtering process, which is part of the restraint and the refinement that comes in as to who you're letting in and who you're not letting in. So there are opportunities here for beautiful, warm connections. We have hopes and fears, the Six of Swords. That is the Six of Feathers. This is the sense of transition, moving on from those the emotions, the wavy emotions, which could be a bit of drama, could have been a bit of drama, could have been some real, turbulent emotions, or just a very emotional time. Whatever it is, this Six of Swords is moving to calmer waters. So it really feels like that's what you're doing here, which is nice. So it's a bit of a process. It's a bit of a journey. It's a journey over water. So let's see. I want to do it this way. Let's do. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Five of Wands. So there could be something that comes up in terms of like a conflict around your work or challenges around your work. It could be a very competitive energy that comes in all of a sudden, and it's just like, where did that come from? But this could also be you getting really motivated to test the waters into something, and to test yourself and to challenge yourself. So you could be getting competitive as well. But this is something like a situation that comes in around your work, or something that you're spending a lot of time doing that is challenging you, and it comes in quite quickly, and it comes in to challenge you to grow, to move beyond the old energies. And so we have the Two of Pentacles and the Hermit. This is you perhaps feeling a little bit ambivalent about these challenges that are coming through. Or the Two of Pentacles can be, maybe you've decided to take on 2 jobs, or maybe you've decided you've got a second thing that's taking up a lot of your time. So it could be your energy's feeling a little bit stretched, and it's like, oh, those big wavy emotions came back again just when I had a real shift of energy. And so the Hermit is the divine wisdom that is guiding the light here and guiding you through some of these things, something that's coming in that is creating an emotional imbalance in your life that you're working on. And so this beautiful divine wisdom of the Hermit is helping you, whether this is the part of you or somebody else, is helping you navigate some of these like emotional waves, I guess, that are coming through and with this. And it feels like it's like, just when you thought you'd laid it to rest, it comes back up again, and then it comes back down, or someone says something and it's just creates a challenging situation. And it's like it comes out of the blue. So it feels like it's quite, some of the triggers are being, you're being triggered a little bit here. That's what it feels like. But that's why I love having the Hermit right next to it, because this is also a very Virgo energy of being very deeply analytical about, why am I being triggered? Why am I suddenly battling? Or somebody said something and then suddenly I'm really struggling with that. So what it really is showing you the insight of some of the patterns, that how words and communication can really affect you, and what the underlying patterns are around that. And so it creates the space and insight for you to be able to move on from that and rebalance some of those energies and move into the healing of happiness and abundance that comes through. So the Hermit can be a wise person around you. It could be somebody that gives you some really, somebody really good advice, or that you can just download and have a really good conversation with if that's needed. But we have here the Seven of Pentacles, and this is a very thoughtful and patient energy. This character is wanting to plant that seed to foster growth. And so it is a sense that the growth that you're wanting to foster is happiness and abundance. But it's almost like you want to tangibly see it. I don't want to just feel it. I want to actually be able to walk into a situation and know that that person that says that thing that normally would trigger me doesn't trigger me, or that I'm no longer in that situation if that's the case, if it's just a really toxic situation that I don't need to be in. So it's almost like you're looking for some really tangible results. Perhaps these could be some things that you could be bringing in around, okay, I'm being triggered by this, but where can I make some adjustments in my life? Maybe it's to do with health and fitness, or maybe it's to do with my living situation or my work situation. Where can I make or my financial situation, where can I make some tangible adjustments so that I can see it's moving into positive growth, rather than feeling conflicted and feeling like I'm being triggered and things are out of balance. So there's these opportunities to repattern and to gain the insight and the wisdom into how to do that and heal these things. And it does require this sense of, like I said, with the Saturn Virgo, it is asking you to put in the work, but it is also that mind-body connection, understanding how your mind has an effect, how somebody says something, you have an effect, and then it has this kind of physical response, like a stress response or something like that could come in around it, and suddenly you're a bit out of balance, like emotionally. These emotional waves can come through around it. So it's just understanding like the physiology of it, I guess. But that insight is what really can help you move on from it. So let's pull an animal spirit energy. We're doing things a little bit differently. We're doing animal spirit energy this week. Oh, okay. We have vulture. We have vulture, deer, and tarantula. Look at them. I mean, they all look so different, aren't they? They're like 3 totally different creatures here. 3 totally different energies. I want to put deer and tarantula down and just talk about vulture. So vulture is the element of air, that upward pointing triangle with the line through it. And vulture, that is the bird that cleans up the bones of the dead. Looks like a pretty, it's a raptor, it's a predator, but it is this sense of a bird of prey, but it is very much a sense of it cleans up all the old stuff that's come up. So we see the beautiful purple ink around the vulture, which is that soul energy saying it's time to just clean that stuff up. Clean up any old remnants that are coming through around that. So that's what vulture's saying. Clean up the bones of the dead, the things that have passed over that you no longer need. And that's going to help you move into this Ace of Cups energy. We've also got deer and tarantula. Don't be afraid to love yourself here. Don't be afraid to open up to unconditional love. That's what this deer is. It represents unconditional love, the divine mother, falling in love, whatever that energy is. It's just this sense of just beautiful, but it's next to the tarantula. It looks like a pretty scary thing. I'm at a pretty scary crossroads. Am I willing to open my heart and heal? So, and be open to this sense of acceptance and unconditional love. So that is a beautiful energy to come through with the deer and tarantula. I feel like the universe is supporting you with that. And let's see what picture is forming for you, Scorpio. I forgot to mention that maybe I did. I can't remember now. It was so long ago. But I am having a sale, a Valentine's Day sale, 20% off readings. So if you're interested, please click on the link below. And yeah, as I mentioned, there's going to be a pretty intense Valentine's Day this year. So that sale goes for a week starting from this weekend. So let's see what picture is coming and forming for Scorpio. Let's see what is coming in for Scorpio. What is the picture that is forming here with all of this energy? So let's see. What is the picture that is forming? Okay. We have, Eight of Forces, the lightning bolt. Boom, lightning strikes. And it's like a revelation or a change. It strikes the tree. It strikes out something that you thought was even foundational in your life. And so this could be a real sense of a huge, massive insight that can precipitate, or a mindset shift, or something that comes in, a moment of illumination, an aha moment that just suddenly like, boom, that thing that was growing, that had grown into this big thing, I'm ready to move on from it. I'm ready to move away from it. So yeah, I feel, and it has the force of the lightning, which is very Uranus energy, which represents change, the higher mind, the cosmic mind, electrical impulses in the brain, and major shifts and changes, even unexpected, coming out of the blue, which I feel like it may be some kind of revelation or release that comes in. So Scorpio, really feels like there's an opportunity to really shift some stuff when it comes to those patterns and those triggers beneath the surface that are connected to an old conflict or an energy from the past that's come up here. And notice when it comes up that that you've got this opportunity now to work through this energy and to be able to move on. And we've got these lovely energies of the Ace of Cups, the birth of happiness and abundance, balance and harmony being restored, a thoughtful energy of building, readjusting some seeds and some time, effort, energy in your life so that you can grow this beautiful energy of balance, harmony, happiness and abundance. So it's a beautiful energy to come through, and it does require a little bit of work and understanding the mind-body connection and a little bit of restraint and really stepping into your integrity, but they're all the things that you're brilliant at anyway. So yeah, beautiful. Something beautiful is birthing and healing and being able to transition on from an old drama into some calmer waters. So that is your reading, Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments, and take care.